Hi, this is Joe from Domain Academy, and I want to talk with you about some teaching moment that came to me. So, this is really taking everything that you learn and putting it all together and how you can use the data that you get to be able to make money, because that's what investing is about. Yesterday, I was at this Twitter space, and Mike Cyger was at this Twitter space that Todd does every week, every Thursday at ABC Productions. You can follow him on X and find out more. And Josh Reason, the co-host, was sharing about how he bought 1,500 domains. And he bought these 2-word names. You could see second word was finance and com was TLD. He looked through about 50,000 names. Hat tip to Arif for asking him those digging questions and getting that number. But what we learned from that, if we were just listening to it, is, oh, that's interesting, right? But then what Mike did is he took that data, which is what we should be doing as domain investors and people who always want to be learning, and he went over to NameBio and he looked at second word. And so in the domain name, so it'd be like Joe's Capital or Home Capital or Home Finance, so the second words, and he looked at the sales. So he looked at them sorted by number of sales, and you could see this right here. This is the list that he came up with his keywords for capital. And we saw that Josh picked finance, right, which had 792 sales. It's towards the top of the list. What you can do is say, oh, that's interesting, and take a look at Mike's tweet, or I've listened to the thing yesterday and thought, oh, that's cool. But what you should really do is then see if you can take this information. So I'm gonna grab this information. I'm gonna head over to a spreadsheet. I'm gonna paste it in, and now I've got a clean list that I can use, and I'm going to grab these words that are good keywords that sell in the second position, and I'm going to go over, and you could do several things with this information. You should save this spreadsheet, so I don't think that alphabetical order matters too much. So I'm going to keep the sales order in place, and you could save this as good finance keywords and date it, because things change all the time. You could have this to do like Josh did. You could use this sheet to make new hand reg options. You could type in cities, right? You could do geos. You could put in all the different cities and then concatenate where you add whatever capital. So it could be New York capital, LA capital. It could be Chicago capital. You get the idea. And you do it for all these and then see what's available. We do have videos on how to do this. We have tools inside Domain Academy, domainacademy.com/tools, that make doing this easy. If you're not sure how to do the formulas on Excel, we make that really easy with our data manipulation tool that we have at domainacademy.com/tools. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this list and I'm going to go to expiredomains.net. If you're logged in on expiredomains.net, you can do several things. I'm going to go to, for this example, GoDaddy closeouts, and I'm going to be looking for closeouts to end in these keywords. So remember, I want to do ends with, because it's the second place, it's the second position, these keywords. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that list that I have, paste it in here. I'm just going to give it a once over. You can see the rules here that it needs to be separated by spaces, and you can add up to 30 keywords. I'm just going to make sure that each one is correctly pasted in. And what I'm going to do, remember, is that we were looking at comms. I'm going to pick com on additional, and now I can apply this filter. I can see there's 31 pages of names that fit this filter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to hit save search, and you just double click on the name, and I'm just going to call this Josh's finance names. You could call this, good keyword names, good second position keyword, whatever's easy for you to remember. And I am going to save that, and now you can see in my saved searches that I have Josh's finance names. I probably want to put closeouts because maybe I want to look at this at regular auctions too and make a separate filter for that. But it's quickly and easily taking the things that you're learning, staying up to date, because Josh is sharing, new, recent, relevant information. Mike took that. He took the next step and went to NameBio and tried to figure this out. Now he's sharing this information for free out on Twitter, and you could just scroll past that or give it a like and a retweet, or you could take that next step, which is what we want to do in Domain Academy. We want to get you to take that next step to use this data. So you take that next step. Now you're armed with a spreadsheet, and you've got a saved search that you can rely on anytime for the next months that you come in here and take a quick look and see what types of names are available with second position keywords that are actually selling. I hope you found this interesting. It took me less than 5 minutes to do this all in. So it's really worth your time to invest an extra couple minutes when you come across nuggets like this to set it up so now you can just automate the search for good domain names. Thanks for watching. This is Joe at DomainAcademy.com. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe if you found this interesting. And don't forget to go follow Josh, Todd, and Mike. Thanks.